Woo.
Hello! Welcome to the Front Yard Fantasy Podcast live stream on this tantalizing, tasty, turbulent Tuesday. I got it.
That's good.
My name is Josh.
I thought it was going to be Lamar themed, like don't trust your Lamar Tuesday.
Well, you know, I like the tease. I like the alliteration. It's all about the alliteration.
Love it.
But my name is Josh, and I'm here today, as always, at 3 o'clock on weekdays with John Luke Garofalo. And we also have our good, very, very, very good buddy, Eric Salter, on the show with us today.
Very good, buddy.
Good.
How's everyone doing today? Eric, I know you're a big Ravens fan. How did last night make you feel?
Whew, I mean, after I ran around my house like a little girl and collected myself, I mean, it was amazing to see. It was a great win. I feel like the biggest question was just like, was Lamar actually pooping or not? I think I'm past it. I don't think he was. It would have been. It was just too much.
Trust him.
Too much time. I think the cramp thing is viable. He did just have COVID, but you know, it's still a great story.
I mean, I've definitely clocked bathroom visits for at least that long. Like maybe not, you know, it's not above average, but I've certainly clocked in at that time.
But under pressure, do you think you would have clocked in at that time?
But here's the thing:
knowing your team blowing the lead,
more baggage. You know, who knows? The pressure. He was, it was tough.
Pressure,
you know, he was
unintended.
We've all been in those situations where it hits and it's not the right time. You're not in the right place, and you have no choice in the matter. Eric, I'm pretty sure you know that all too well. If I remember,
yes. I have a story for another day, but this is PG rated show.
Yikes!
And I certainly know Simon has
such
many
a fun
stories.
game. Oh God.
But like, I don't know. I mean, the way that game went, Lamar basically won it twice, and then obviously Tucker sealed the deal. But great to see him out running again. I mentioned last Friday, like I think he looks healthier running. I think he might have had. I don't have sources. I don't think, but I think he was a little tired earlier in the year. He didn't have that burst. Obviously, the passing's a different story, but like he was still serviceable when he had to pass. He had those two overthrows, which were kind of bad, but maybe he was cramping up. Like who knows? I don't know.
Exactly. He impressed me, especially coming into the game. I mean, I think this was the best Ravens regular season game I've ever seen. I was talking about with a couple of my roommates last night, and we couldn't think of a better regular season game. I could think of a few. Don't get me wrong. There's a few, but it's one of the best games I've ever watched. It was so much fun. It was just so much fun.
I mean, for me, it's like maybe the Denver game. That's a playoff game. That's definitely above, right? Super Bowl, you could call the Super Bowl, but like it wasn't as great of a game. Like it was a great game, but right, but like that definitely stands out.
Yeah.
The Denver game is why I say regular season. Exactly.
Yep. I feel bad. I kind of wish Simon were here today so we could rag on him, but like the Browns also look legit.
Oh my God,
they do.
Really
their running game, dude, the way they can just sub out Chubb and put in Hunt, like man, they both look really good.
I know that whenever they signed Hunt, I remember thinking like that is going to be so dangerous because like a lot of teams just weren't going to take a chance because of the the scandal stuff and like, but it wasn't like his talent had gone down at all. So
but he was a little rusty last year, right? So like you didn't really see it, you saw glimpses, and I feel like he's really hitting his stride now, where it's like. Damn. I mean, he's a receiver out there now. Like he's always been able to catch, but like he makes some plays every week lined out outside, right? Like, we'll see. I mean, I don't know that I fully trust Baker yet, but even he looks better. I mean, he's prone to mistakes, but like he's slinging the ball, man. Like,
I'm curious, like if this continues, what like the Browns are going to have to make a tough decision. And I'm curious, like when that decision is going to, like when that pressure is going to start coming. Because right now he's still the guy, it's like, there's obviously like people are annoyed, but there's not really any sort of inclination that they're going to move on or anything. So
it's like, do you want to give Baker $150 to $200 million? Like I'm not ready to make that decision.
Right.
He looked good last night. I'll tell you that. I thought there was nothing the Ravens could do to stop him. At the second half of the game, at the end of the game, the Baker had the ball in his hands at the end of the game. I was like, we're not stopping him right now. We're just not going to be able to. So we better hope for a little bit of time on the clock, which we had, which was awesome.
It's funny because like I got a text like we scored too quickly, but then it was like the next text back was like the Browns scored too quickly. It was like crazy.
Oh yes, Swamp said that he won. He sent us his lineup last night. He won by 0.46 points.
Oh my gosh.
It was insane.
I won an elite.
Did he have players last night? Was he winning by like, or did
he had Mark Andrews? That was it. I think.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
So he won on the last drive.
Yeah.
There was a weird thing with Swamp Nola and I where I was playing against Mark Andrews and I had Nick Chubb, but I wanted the Ravens to win. So I was in such a predicament. Everything went perfectly last night. I'm gonna tell you guys real fast. I had 3 playoff games that were up for grabs. I won all 3 of them.
Nice.
5 playoff teams still. My Ravens won. That was beautiful. Swamp Nola still got Mark Andrews, and he still won the game. And I actually bet on the game. I bet on a -3 spread. -3, guys.
That's safety. That's
-3.
That's
insane.
Oh
my gosh. The Vegas backdoor on a pointless play.
That
the safety won me the money, guys.
But
man, that was awesome. That was awesome.
It's funny how gambling is still kind of unwritten in a lot of sports shows, right? Like, I don't know if you saw Van Pelt after, but he was just and you know what he was talking about, but it was
well, no, they talk about bad beats.
They do. So but it's still, it's just funny.
He loves his bad beats. So yeah, it was. Oh man, it was a perfect game for me, at least.
So enjoyable to watch. It had a little bit of everything. It had the humor and the whole Lamar thing. If it's true, if it's not true, it made my night. I couldn't stop laughing.
Twitter, that's one of those immortal Twitter nights, right? You're just not going to forget it, right? The memes were
unreal. The announcers seemed like they were just killing it one after the other. But they, oops, let me do that. They were killing it, but they didn't seem like they knew it. It's like, oh, how much does Lamar have left in his tank? And, no cape. Lamar is back. Like all these jokes that were just
so good.
Well, it was perfect too, right? Like he jogged out 4th down.
Yeah.
He said he saw him go down, and that's when he was like, I gotta go. But it was just the timing was oh my gosh, is this seriously happening? Oh, and then Hollywood, right? 3 or 4 drops that game, bad drops, and for him to do that, hopefully maybe that'll put his confidence, because otherwise he might be. I don't know, man. He's not looking good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you this.
That's a booster.
I'm not looking forward to starting him in leagues going forward the rest of the season. He always has that opportunity, that boom or bust opportunity, where he can take one play to the house and it's gonna be good for fantasy, but. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. And it's not all his fault. There's been overthrows, but it just seems like he's lost his confidence a bit. It was
weird. He sent out that tweet earlier in the year where it was you got to get your soldiers the ball. I forget what it
basically gave me the ball, right?
Yeah. But immediately that happened. I've been look, I was okay, let's give him the ball more. And since that day, whenever we try to give him the ball, he drops it or does something wrong. It's weird. It just seems weird to me. Yeah. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Real fast, I did want to ask you guys, what about J.K. Dobbins? You nervous about his workload going forward? And Gus Edwards? I don't know. I mean,
it's a timeshare. You got to expect that now. You hate to see it, but they are at least committed somewhat to Dobbins. Man, that one touchdown run in the 3rd or something was just so nice to watch. He's just kind of sauntered in.
When he ran, you're talking about when he ran over Zendaya or the other one?
The other
the touchdown run was nice. Yes. Yeah. The 2-point conversion was a nicer play by him. Man, he's got some strength. Strength.
Yeah, he there's a tweet today Anderson Zendaya, that's his name, right? Zendaya is in the concussion protocol, and JK retweeted it and said you better come at me harder next time. But then he said this is big boy ball, but then he deleted it 2 minutes later.
Yeah,
when I saw a screenshot out there.
Man, so many good plays in that game. I gotta digress. I could talk about this game for hours.
Hey, it was one of the great games of the season. I mean, probably the greatest game of the season, right? So far for me.
I don't think talk about disagreeing with that at this point.
Yeah, that was amazing. What up, Sean? Welcome,
Sean.
Mayor Jabroni of Jabronieville. He said he bet on Chubb for a first-round score, paid out 80. I put 28 on the Browns to cover score over 10.5 in the first half, paid out 94. Dang. Parlayed the
Ravens -3.
Dang.
And the over. Yo, dude, that was awesome. I almost did the over and the -3, and I would have been kind of upset because it would have split. Well, I would have until the safety at the end. But again, I digress.
Yeah.
It was a good night.
Good night.
I bet way too much money on the Ravens winning last night.
I scored 100. I had Chubb on my team. I scored about 160 points on my buys. So naturally, I'm probably going to score 60 next week. I feel
of course. That's how it works.
Well, Chubb did not get the 36 or whatever to ruin my night, and so I was very happy. It looked like He could have though. It looked like he
there's two. He had like 20 in the first half, but there's I think 2 touchdowns, right?
He started using Kareem in the second half. I mean, understandably, they were behind. They needed more passing, and he's the guy to do it.
Yeah, I'm very happy. So I'm in the playoffs. Still in the playoffs in that league.
Good job, Sean, by the way. Good job, Sean.
Excellent job.
Let's go. 5 leagues in the fantasy playoffs still. I'm winning 5 championships. Let's go.
I think, Josh, I was looking at that league I was just talking about. I believe Simon and I are in the championship. And I was looking last night. Josh, you are already in last place. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know why. His cousin's league.
The what?
Dog Pound something. His cousin's league.
Hold on. Josh has to get out his encyclopedia of leagues to check which one.
Yeah.
That league was fun. I didn't know that the playoffs started in week 13, and that kind of sucked because I was like edging the playoffs real hard.
Right.
That was a two quarterback or a super flex league. It was a lot of fun. Didn't go my way this year though.
Yeah, I was surprised. I'm surprised that Simon and I are both in the championship.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I got very lucky.
I actually like my team in that league, believe it or not.
Yeah, I had to pull it up, but
it's not that important.
All right, you guys ready to do some mock draft today?
I'm ready to do a dynasty mock draft.
Startup mock draft.
Just to let everyone know, I do have to leave in about 10 minutes. I have work business to take care of. They really need me over there. Apparently, I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Look at me.
What do you really?
I don't do
bring to the table, Josh. I'm not sure.
So yeah. So I mean, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna take care of some of the work stuff, but man, I wish I could stay for this whole thing because I am gonna destroy you in this dynasty mock draft.
Well, it's gonna be hard because Eric and I are gonna switch off taking your picks afterwards. So
yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Unless I can set you on auto, maybe I can set you on auto. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe I'll be able to keep doing it while I'm on my webinar.
Okay.
We'll see.
Bird up. What up, Kev?
I mean, Dynasty, man. Things have changed for Dynasty, man. Oh man, I don't know who's going to be the first. The players are going to go all over the place. There's so many good young players that are coming into play, and there's so many good older players that are still better than those younger players. And I don't know who we're going to take.
Oh, Josh, you got to get in here first.
Oh yeah, right.
If anybody else wants to join us and mock with us for a little bit, we're just going to go however many rounds until the end of the show. But feel free to join us and make some picks with us. It's just for fun.
I might go 9th. I might take the 9th pick.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that feels at the end of the draft.
All right. Eric, how many?
I was muted for like a minute, guys.
Oh, dang.
So yeah.
It's okay.
What were you saying?
How many playoffs are you in your leagues?
So I made 2 of 3. My third league, some bad situations. Like I had a 1-point loss. I had a tie. The worst part was that the game that would have kept me in the playoff hunt actually got me into the playoffs. It was week 12, I think. Mm-hmm. I noticed that he had Aaron Rodgers, right? Aaron Rodgers was about to come in and kneel the ball. It would have taken him below 90, or whatever the rushing yards were. Like it would have taken him down. And I was so excited. I was like, I'm going to pull this off. And then they brought in the backup for the victory formation. I was furious. But anyway, lost our league, our dynasty league. I lost last night. My other team is my best team. I got the 1 seed in the bye, so we'll see what happens.
I have a feeling you're going to win that one. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
I'm feeling really good, but the third place guy started slow, and his team has been like putting up serious points. It was one of those where he had like Watson, he had Henry, like they kind of started a little slow, and like they're just kind of rolling now. So we'll see. He also has Tyreek Hill, so like that's
a
wild card too. But we'll see. I feel confident I'll be in the championship. So let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I think I've seen your team in that league. It's good. What up, NBA
What's up,
Rig?
NBA Rig? How you been, man?
Welcome
What's
in.
up?
Look, won his league by less than 2. What is up with this? So many really close ones.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you, Dobbins.
You helped me? Are you saying we helped you or Dobbins helped you? I'm not sure where that's going, but hey, I'm glad we could help if that was for us.
Glad Dobbins could help if that was for him, or not help.
And BS McKinney 92. Thanks for getting in there.
Yeah,
thanks for getting in there. Yeah, join in, boys.
Yeah,
we're in
your NBA. Anyone else who's just joining? There's a link in the chat I put in there. You could join our mock draft.
You're in there, bro. He's so in there. All right. What are talking about?
Kev says sup NBA.
Oh, Dalvin's helped him by scoring only. That makes sense. No, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, Gus Edwards really helped you. He had a great game.
We opened up the episode or the live stream talking about that game last night and all of the poop jokes. But yeah, we won't rehash it. But it was crazy. Definitely one of the most interesting games to watch.
No doubt.
All right.
Without further ado,
NBA versus sleeper. If you're gonna hop in NBA, it's about to start it.
Dobbins TD was kind of like that. I thought it was a pick six, by the way. NBA Riggs said Dobbins TD was so lucky that should have been a pick six by his defense. It was like literally an inch away from being a pick six. But it wasn't. I'm sorry. You gotta look at the facts.
Got to. Says I want to. All right, I just put the link in the chat so you can.
And guys, I decided that I am going to continue doing this mock draft while I'm doing my webinar. Okay. I'm going to try my best. I'll stay up to date.
Okay. Maybe like Josh, why aren't you talking?
We'll see. I don't have to talk at the beginning as much. There's like a middle part I have to talk a little bit, but it should be quick, so I should be good to go.
All right, cool.
I'll put you guys in the queue if I'm coming up.
All right, I'm assuming this is you, NBA. All right, you guys ready to get started?
I'm excited. I'm going to show you guys what a real Dynasty team looks like. I do have a little bit of a strategy here. Okay, just real fast. 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 2 flex. It looks like PPR.
Yeah. PPR. Yep.
Cool. Awesome. All right. First pick, Michael Thomas. Second pick, Saquon Barkley.
All right, but yes,
Michael Thomas. But it is a dynasty league, and wide receivers tend to go a lot higher in dynasty leagues just because they have longer shelf lives.
True.
And just for anyone that doesn't know, a dynasty league is where you keep your same team from year to year. You do not do a new draft. You draft the rookies, and typically the worst team in the league gets to draft first. The rookies first. Gets first pick in the rookie draft.
I'm gonna go ahead and change the timer real quick. 2 minutes instead of 3, since we got some more people in here.
Sounds good to me. So who are you thinking, JL? You're up. Alvin Kamara was just picked by BSM. So I don't know. Who are you thinking?
So I feel like I have to go Christian McCaffrey here. I'm thinking Derrick Henry and Simon would go, oh my God, JL's changed his opinion on Derrick Henry. He used to be the biggest hater. But it's PPR, which makes me a little less excited about
Brian disagrees with you.
He disagrees?
He sucks, apparently. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, JL. My pick right here would probably be Christian McCaffrey as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, then I feel better about it. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take him. I would consider Saquon here. Honestly, I would consider Zeke here. I think
Saquon's
they're all similar. Saquon is gone, so I would not consider Saquon here. I'm gonna go CMC.
I think it's a little early for Zeke, but hey, more power to you. He's an elite running back throughout his entire career. He gets Dak Prescott last night, gets more offensive linemen. Next year, he should be a lot better next year. Better draft Mike Davis next. All right. Well, it looks like, Julia with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I like it. I think that's a solid pick. Maybe a little bit earlier than I would have taken him. There's definitely some wide receivers here that I like a lot. But hey, he's great. And Eric Salter's up. What are you thinking, Eric? Salter.
So, I would tend to lean towards a running back, but I feel like there might be some available if I wait.
There's still some good ones.
I'm going to go with probably one of the youngest guys on the board. This might be I don't think it's too far from where to go in this, but I am going to go, if I can find him in the list. 1 second.
That low?
No.
He's that low. List.
It kind of is.
Who are you talking about? That's my pick. That makes a lot of sense. No, I've said many a time that DK is in the, he's like one of my favorite dynasty wide receivers. I would have taken him if he was still available. All right. So now I'm on the clock. Eric picked DK. After him was Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott. And I'm staring down, I got Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Devontae Adams. But there's actually one player here that stands out to me. He's still very young. He's the number 1 wide receiver on the year. He plays with Patrick Mahomes. You might know him. His name's Tyreek Hill. Yeah. I am going to take Tyreek Hill here.
Never heard of him.
You might have heard of him. I don't know. He's young. I love him. I love him. He's 26 years old.
So NBA, I'm assuming you're Julio Jones, and I'm curious what you think about Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm a bit surprised by that. Not that I don't think that he belongs or deserves to be there, but mostly because I feel like a lot of people are going to be down on him after the season. So I'm definitely curious about that.
And now I'm back on the clock. There's still a lot of guys I like. I mean, Josh Jacobs, someone I'm highly considering. Nick Chubb, who, in a PPR, whatever, man. He was Pro Football Focus's number 1 ranked running back last year. I believe he's still the number 1 ranked Pro Football Focus running back this year. That doesn't take into account receptions, really, but he just knows what to do with the ball in his hands. I am really just torn between those two, Josh Jacobs and Nick Chubb, and I can't decide. I do think Nick Chubb's a slightly better running back, so I'm gonna go with him. Nick Chubb.
That's fair. I like that pick.
Yep.
Oh, that is.
All right.
What NBA said is completely correct. Sorry, he's safe because he's in a great system.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I completely agree.
All right. So we got, let's see.
What are you thinking, Eric?
I think, I'm probably going to regret this, but I think I'm going to stack up my receivers a little bit. Hopkins is still not too old. He's arguably the top couple receivers. I'm gonna go with that.
I like the pick, Eric. He was a consideration at my pick.
That is an amazing pick. Best pick of the whole draft, Eric.
True.
All right. I'm guessing you were considering him if he came around to your pick, huh?
Oh, yeah, I would have taken him.
So, there's a lot of good people left still. I really just wanted to make sure I did get a running back, even though in Dynasty, you don't really always need to focus on, filling a complete team. You can make trades happen. Trading makes fantasy fun. But the running backs that are there next time I draft, I think they're going to be weak, to be honest. Maybe not weak, but not Nick Chubb level, obviously, right? And speaking of guys, it is about that time for me to get out of here. I am going to continue. Patrick Mahomes. All right. Hey, he deserves to be picked around here.
All right.
He's going Patrick Mahomes, Clyde Edwards-Helaire stack. That's awesome. I got to get out of here, guys. I love you guys.
Josh,
Trading makes fantasy fun. Get those trades in if you still can, boys. I will
and girls
see you tomorrow. And girl, definitely boys and girls. Boys is just like a thing I say.
Easier. Yeah.
I will continue this draft and watch my team at the end. It's going to be better than everyone else's.
All right. See you, Josh.
See you guys. Love you.
All right. So I am back on the clock. Oh, man. It is kind of tough. I usually don't like going running back in Dynasty because they just have less of a shelf life. But Aaron Jones is sitting there looking real nice. Chris Godwin, I would consider here. Travis Kelce, George Kittle, both are pretty good options at this point. I usually don't go tight end either, but you know what? I think I'm gonna go Travis Kelce here. I'm gonna see what this. This is what mocks are for. See what it's like, and see how I like my team after this.
Like it. Can't go wrong with Kelce.
Can't go wrong. It's a 10-team league too, and so that elite tight end is just a little bit more valuable than 12 or 14 team leagues because you're going to be facing you face your league mates more often, and so if you have that differentiator, it's going to set you apart. And so,
well, and especially tight end depth, it's not great right now. There's a lot of middle of the pack, right? Usually you always kind of have one, but there's usually more. I feel like at the second tier than maybe there is now. Who are you looking at? Kelce, Andrews, but he's been a little off and on. Yeah. You got Kittle when he's healthy.
And honestly,
kind of float there.
Yeah, I would probably if this was if I was really drafting this for my team, I would probably try and target Andrews because he's a little younger. He's not like you said. There's those issues that just like are gonna I think make him fall just a little bit that Kelsey doesn't have because he's been ridiculously consistent.
Yeah.
Ooh, what up, Swamp? Welcome back. Off work.
Man.
What's this? So we're doing a Dynasty mock draft. So yeah, we're just. Oh, I'm back on the clock. All right. So
you said McKinney's loading up the running backs. I kind of like it.
Oh God, that is such a good value on Aaron Jones. That's insane. That team is looking good. I love that Kansas City stack too. All right, so we got Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. Who else we got here? I don't love the wide receivers here. This is actually really tough because a lot of the wide receivers of the value in this range are a little bit older. Isn't the worst, but it's third round pick. I think I might go Godwin. I also don't like the running backs. James Conner, Chris Carson, Lev Bell, David Johnson. I'm not super excited about any of those guys' long-term prospects. I'm going to go Godwin here. What do you think? What is your opinion on Godwin, going forward, Eric? Not just this season, but
I don't know. It's been tough. I mean, he's had some weeks this year where he's kind of been Chris Godwin, but other weeks, and I think he was hurt a little bit. Tampa Bay has a lot of weapons. I think that's the thing that scares me. And I don't know. Brady's still Brady, and he still has all his weapons, but like, is there enough to spread all that around all the time? I don't know. But again, though, Brady's not going to be there forever, right. And the team's going to change, and Gronk's going to retire, right?
Right.
So I think
Gronk will come back and he'll retire again.
He'll probably come back. I don't know.
Oh yeah. So Josh had to leave. He had his work call.
I'm up.
Hop onto a meeting, but he's going to continue drafting with us.
All right. Let's see.
And, Simon is not drafting with us. He is currently still playing Pokemon, so can't really come. Just really deep in that. He's got like 7 out of 8 badges. So.
All right. So I'm gonna go. Let's see. Am I taken here yet?
He's actually driving to Atlanta from drunk Simon after. Yeah, he's coping. He's
I think I got lucky with the rankings here. Just where this guy's listed, kind of a flaw in the system. But I'm going to go James Robinson.
Okay. I
still don't know if he's the real deal forever, but he's been playing well, and he keeps doing better, it seems like. So
that's the super interesting thing that I want to keep an eye on this offseason is like, where does he get valued in Dynasty? Because like you said, it always feels weird when you have these guys who look like the real deal but have like no draft capital and no they just pop up. It's like it makes you not comfortable, and so it'll be interesting to see how much people are bought in. I think I'm on your side though. I think that he looks like the real deal. I think that he'll continue being good.
So I think I had guys ranked above him, maybe at least, but maybe in keeper Dynasty. But I think part of that pick is Dynasty, but also valuing with like right now. And maybe that's not the best way to approach this, but like he's a top 4 running back this year, right? Like so I think, and he's a rookie, right? So
right. All right, Eric, you're back on.
Okay, back at me, huh? Let's see. This might be. Let's see. I think I'll go with.
You take my guy. I'm going to scream.
I don't know. I'm not sure this will be your guy, but I'm just gonna go a little safer with running backs. This probably isn't a great dynasty pick, but again, thinking like shorter term, just making sure I have some depth.
Yeah, no, I like your team so far.
Carry me.
Yeah, your team. If this is your team this season, like if this is the beginning of the season, you would be dominating, I'm sure.
There's a lot of good teams on the board right now, I think. Yeah, you're right.
NBA said, would you guys be fine with Browns going for 2-point conversion after their last TD?
I thought they might actually.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where it's probably not worth it, but they're playing the Ravens, a rival. There's a history there. I thought they would just go for it. And their kicker was kind of poorly. He kind of sucked last night.
Yeah.
Right. So,
yeah. Cody Parkey.
Yeah. So it's funny. I guess the Browns cut their kicker after the first Ravens game. And I was thinking it might happen again after he missed a field goal and an extra point, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm back on the
I like that Jefferson pick, though. I think he's one of my favorite Dynasty options right now at wide receiver.
Yeah, I'm really excited about his prospect moving forward and Dynasty startup. I love to see if there's a rookie who you believe in, who you think is gonna not just be like a flash in the pan. I'm all about going for that.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's see who is left on the board. It's back to me. That happens so quickly. Okay. So I'm thinking I might want to get someone to pair with McCaffrey, like B.S. McKinney said. It's a sad factory if Christian McCaffrey continues to get hurt. I don't think he will. I mean, every player has these seasons. But I think I am going to go running back here. And the question is, do I want to go Swift? So he's still on the board, right?
Yes.
Swift or Jonathan Taylor? I think I like Jonathan Taylor a little more. I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor. I just can't help myself. The rookies.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think those two guys I would have thought about. I might have gone Swift, but
yeah,
it's close.
I was definitely going back and forth. NBA, you sneaky minx.
I'm tempted to snag a running back or wide receiver while there's some options, but going back to our tight end talk, I think I'm just gonna go for Andrews. I don't know how long Sean is going to last.
That pick a lot. I like that pick
just
a lot.
At least being secure there.
He's young. He's talented. He's gonna be.
Jackson loves him.
Yeah. Oh, NBA said Taylor is higher on his board, so I'm the sneaky minx. I'm the one that sniped you. My bad. Yeah, I had Taylor above him in before the season, and then after the season, I'm now like they're a lot closer. But let's see. Let's look at Josh's team. We had his Tyreek Hill, Nick Chubb, George Kittle, Amari Cooper, Terry McLaurin, Jake. I like his team. Yeah, it's a really good, really balanced team.
I feel bad for the computer that just took Mark Ingram.
Yeah, I was just going to say, why did Mark Ingram just go? And Zach Ertz. Ugh. If Zach Ertz goes 6th round in the Dynasty, then you just joined a really nice Dynasty league that you're going to win.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we got here?
NBA Ray says Josh's Amari is a horrible pick. Josh and Simon are the resident Amari Cooper fans here. I stay away from Amari Cooper as much as I can. I think he's super talented, very valuable, but I feel like there's just not enough trust there. I do not trust that he's going to be consistent for a sustained amount of time. And I know that was like the narrative going into the season or going into really him going into Dallas, and then that changed. And I'm not saying that that's not valid or that won't continue, but me personally, I don't have that trust. Like he could fade again, and I'm too afraid to take that chance in a dynasty league. But 4th round is a pretty good value, and it looks like maybe him not having Dak and having more troubles since Dak went down is probably affecting his value. So if you're doing a dynasty startup this offseason, there might be good value there. Yep, and he's old. He's not old, NBA Rig. He's my age. He's exactly my age. Calling me old. 26 or around there.
In that case, I'm ancient. I'm getting ready to retire. I'm getting old in NFL years, so it's kind of sad to think about.
I know, it's weird. And
I'm like a washed up running back in NFL years, but I'm not going to say my age.
It's so weird now, all like watching all the players who are way younger than me. Diggs is my age too.
We know. Just kidding.
All right, I deserve that one.
Actually, interesting with these rankings because I don't have a lot of. I am looking at some other projections, but the sleeper ones are a little misleading.
Yeah,
some guys hiding.
NBA rigged, or I'm sorry, Swamp. I don't know if you can join now. I'm not sure if you can join mid draft. It would be cool if you could, though. I don't know if Sleeper has that type of thing. If you still need to run 4.4 when you're 40, your age is dinosaur age. All right. I don't think I could ever run anywhere close to that, so I guess I've always been a dinosaur.
Yeah. Maybe 5.0.
Let's see. All right, I'm back on the clock. My team, I got Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, Travis Kelce, Godwin, and Jefferson. Okay. 10-team league, I'm not even considering quarterback. I'm a big proponent. You've probably heard, if you've watched this before, you've heard me and Simon trade jabs on this topic. And so I am a big proponent of the late round QB strategy, especially in a 10-team 1 QB league. So I'm not even considering that. Let's see who else is on the board here.
Robert there's Woods. There's also talent now at the QB level. I feel like you got some guys who they're all dynamic, right? You can feel comfortable. I mean, probably 10 guys on the board. I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah. And there's new guys coming in. You got Trevor Lawrence coming in next year, a bunch of other guys that aren't Trevor Lawrence.
It's much easier to find a quarterback than a running back, right? Like,
yeah. Especially in a 10-team. Like you just, if you're only starting one a week and there's 10 teams, that leaves you, like every team can have 2 starting quarterbacks on their roster.
Yeah.
All right. So where do I want to go here? Where it gets a little trickier. I think I wouldn't mind Courtland Sutton. He's been out. You know what? I might go another rookie who I love. Yeah, I'm definitely going this. I'm going T. Higgins. I'll go on the double rookie wide receiver. I'm excited for T. Higgins. I've watched every one of his college games. I think that he's got a bright future. And then I'm going to go ahead.
I mean, he's looked good. I think he's come along faster than maybe I expected, at least. I mean, he's been producing.
And then I think I'm going to go Courtland Sutton. He's been injured, so people probably forgot a lot about him, but he's talented. And expecting big things from him after he comes back next season.
Yeah.
See, Devin Singletary went. Dak Prescott. All right, so Russell Wilson. It's interesting. I wonder how Dak Prescott's value is going to shift too. With he's going into his contract's up right after this. Like this is this year. This is last year.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So he's tagged and franchise tagged, and so it'll be interesting to see, if they bring him back, or if he's on a new team, how that affects his value. Him being out since earlier on in the season, people are going to forget about him a little bit, not too much, but it might affect his value somewhat. I didn't even see CeeDee Lamb. Oh, that's a good pick. I like the CeeDee Lamb pick right before T. Higgins. Cannot find another Mahomes. That's true. But you can find a Kyler Murray or Deshaun Watson or whoever. Trevor Lawrence might be just as good as Mahomes.
Oh, snag Kareem Hunt. That was my pick.
That you're going to go Kareem Hunt? Yeah. I bet you his ADP has gone way up from the offseason.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone was so worried about Chubb and Hunt.
Yeah, I mean, they've kind of just proved they can work together, right?
Yeah.
There's enough for them. I think partially because he's a dynamic receiver, honestly, right? And they can both function. They can theoretically both be on the field at the same time. I don't know if they ever do that, but
yeah.
Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, this might be a little bit of a reach, but he's hot right now. He had a nice week and a stash.
Oh, God. I thought you went Drew Brees, and I was like, what? He's hot right now.
He's hot. Drew Brees is hot right now.
He's very hot right now. I like that pick a lot. I was considering it too, and I think I might not do it given my team right now, just because I have so many rookies and you just have less of a sample size. But if I didn't, I would 100% consider that.
Yeah, the computer with the 8th pick. I'm not loving them.
Yeah,
got Bell, OBJ, Mark Ingram.
Very, very aged team.
It's gonna be tough sledding.
The first 2 picks are really good. Zeke and
Yeah,
Josh Jacobs.
I like those.
And honestly, even Odell, DJ Moore, like those both too. I don't love the Le'Veon Bell pick, or Mark Ingram or Mostert. Let's see, Josh went Antonio Gibson. I like that pick, and Jerry Jeudy. I really like the Jerry Jeudy pick. I think that's an excellent pick. I would, if he fell to me, I would consider him. But it would be, given my team right now, I don't know if that would be the best move. Given I have Cortland Sutton, T Higgins, and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. That's a good pick, though. Josh is putting together a good team quietly over there.
Yeah,
I think he signed off on purpose, so we kind of stopped paying attention to him.
So we'd be distracted.
What
are you thinking here?
I don't know. I kind of need. No, I don't really need to.
Oh,
receiver.
So what's going on with your camera? That's crazy looking. You're right. This happens sometimes. See, I got like half and half.
Oh yeah, you're like Cyclops right now or something.
Yeah, let me fix that real quick.
I don't know. I don't know who I'm going to go right now. Let's see. On the spot.
Are you? Who are you considering?
I was looking at some wide receivers. I might. This is probably a little bit of a mock draft cop out, but I might just grab your boy just to make you mad and bide some time for my next pick.
Son of a gun. You son of a gun.
Got Deshaun throwing to DeAndre. That's like your dream.
I know. I do love that pick. And I'm very sad that he's not throwing to him in real life.
Bringing him back home.
Yeah. Oh, man, now I got to go buy a Cardinals jersey. I was going to get one for Christmas. Maria was going to get me one, but I think they were all sold out. So I got a Mike Williams powder blue one instead.
Nice. Can't go wrong with that powder blue.
Yeah, it's so nice looking. All right, I think we're back. Oh, it's my pick, so hope so. Hey, we're back. All in order, not discombobulated. All right, so my pick. Had someone in mind before that whole thing happened. Let's see. Okay. Well, I'm pretty good at wide receiver. Still a lot of value on the board. But I would love to get a third running back here. Question is, running backs get ugly quick.
Yeah, it went real cold real quick.
Let's see. James Robinson's gone. David Montgomery went, right?
Yep. Josh doesn't have him in the computer team, I guess.
Okay. Man, that is not. Maybe I'm not going to go running back. Oh, I do not love that. Okay, well, we're in the 8th round here. Now's where I would probably consider QB, but even so, honestly, I'd be okay waiting. I might just go wide receiver again. Got 30 seconds. I'm going to go. I might end up hating this. I'm going to go Deontay Johnson. He had a really bad week, but overall, I think there's a lot of value there.
Yeah, I like it. There's a lot to like, I think. He's young, too.
Yeah, very young. Oh, God, it's back to me again. Okay, I'm going to go Ronald Jones here. I think God, if you told me that I would be drafting Ronald Jones in the Dynasty again, I would probably yell at you before the season. But I'm even if he isn't the real, he has shown he is at least very talented. So regardless of where he is, I think he'll probably have value, and he does have the draft capital still.
I mean, and compared to the other options, I feel like that's a good value that you got at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want James White. I love James White, but
yeah, no thanks. NBA. Oh yeah, no, thank you for joining NBA. This is fun. We were just gonna do like a normal rewind draft, and then randomly thought, it would be fun to get everyone in here. Anyone who wants to join. So we'll definitely be doing more of these, especially when Simon's back. Once he beats Pokemon.
Ooh.
Chase Claypool. I like that pick. Man, where was he going in our Dynasty rookie drafts, Eric? He was like 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, definitely not up there. I mean,
oh god, team number 8 is continuing. It's
just doubling down.
It's all the running backs. Like pretty much all of its running backs picks after round 2 have been terrible. Who is Josh going to go? Let's see, he's got Tyreek Hill, Nick Chubb, George Kittle, Amari Cooper, Terry McLaurin, J.K. Dobbins, Antonio Gibson, Jerry Jeudy. Honestly, it's a nice team. I do really like his team. A lot of good. It's a really good balance of wide receivers and running back, and then he's got Kittle in there too. And so it almost looked like a team that you wouldn't expect to have one of those top tier tight ends on top of that. He's going very heavy on the rookies though. I guess I am too. So. Guilty.
I like that Pittman pick, though.
Yeah, that Pittman pick is nice. All right, Jalen Reagor, Jarvis Landry, Michael Gallup.
Back on the clock. I would love to get a running back, but I don't know that I love anyone right now.
They're all really terrible. I don't know when.
Yeah.
It seems to happen. Like it happened a lot this season too. In my both redraft and like I guess I didn't do any dynasty startups this past season, but any of my mocks, it just seems like it gets really ugly really quick.
Yeah. No, I mean I agree for sure. Man.
You can go Matt Breida.
Digging from the bottom of the barrel here.
Yeah.
I think I'm just staying away. I just don't even want to touch him right now.
That's how I felt. It's like why even get one of those bottom guys when you can just get more value on wide receiver?
Yeah, I might go with Mr. PED. Yeah, he's been
Mr. PED.
playing
I like
pretty
that.
well this season.
Yeah, it's only a 6-game suspension. He'll be back. 9th round play. I like that. Myles Gaskin. Ooh, I like that too. He's another one who it'll be interesting to see how his value holds up throughout the offseason.
Yeah, see, these rankings are tricky if you don't have your own rankings because these are probably are these like beginning of the season maybe?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, so there's this is kind of a unique aspect of the draft. You can find those players.
Yeah, maybe we should try a different platform next time. If they don't update this, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Who do I want to go? Who do I want to go from with? Justice Hill. I could go Miles Boykin, still on the board. What round are we in? We're in the 10th round. You know what? I think I might go QB here. I don't know. You know what? Maybe I won't. Too scary. Sammy Watkins is still on the board. You know what? I'm gonna go full Clemson. Well, Mike Williams.
Back on you.
Oh man, B.S. McKinney really did not do much help with going on auto draft because now I got no time. Wow, I can't believe Justin Herbert is ranked so highly. Let's see who's on the board at QB. Carson Wentz.
NBA says he thinks he won the draft. I mean, I think everyone always thinks they win the draft.
Yeah,
right?
Get out of here. Get out of here
Your
with
team
that.
Your team always looks the best.
Yeah.
And then the season hits and everything goes to hell.
All right. I'm trying to decide between Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert. I'm gonna take Herbert just to make Simon mad when he rewatches this. I would probably go Joe Burrow if this was a real draft, but Herbert, it looks better, honestly.
He's been
this season.
putting up numbers. I mean, he's been got some big numbers.
Joe Burrow hasn't, he's been hurt, so pretty much anyone looks better than him. But Zach Moss, I like the Zach Moss pick a lot.
I was thinking about him. I think I don't see much of a future there for Singletary. I mean, he's okay, right? But it seems like Moss has more upside at this point.
Yeah.
I was considering him. I think I'm ready to at least dive back into the running back pool. Kind of what I was referring to, some of these guys maybe hiding.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe higher than most of this guy, but I think it's taking a little bit to load for some reason. I like Damian Harris. I think this late. I don't know. The Patriots traditionally running backs go to die, but different system slightly. You know, I think he's been at least solid, if not spectacular, lately. I don't know. I'm willing to take a flyer on him.
No, I love that. Both him and Moss. Like if I'm getting a running back this late, I'm looking for upside, and so if I can find some upside, and pretty much all of them have like the lowest floor here. But if I can get a little bit upside, then I'm going for it. And both Zach Moss and Damon Harris are two that I would definitely like classify as having that upside.
Yeah, agreed.
Man, I am so glad I didn't draft Keyshawn Vaughn in my rookie drafts. Had the chance.
Yeah, I mean that was. What was I going to say? That was a. I mean, just with what happened, right? Fournette and Jones kind of being a little more what people thought he'd be.
Right.
That was a little unexpected, I think.
Yeah.
Looked like a lot better pick at the time.
Yeah, and that honestly, it happened with Jones too, right? And this is kind of weird because I guess the narratives has flipped a little bit, but like I drafted Jones early on because his value went like skyrocketed once he got drafted by Bucks, but people weren't super excited about his talent coming in, and so I sort of got burned there, and I learned my lesson, and so I felt like Keyshawn Vaughn was a similar situation, not just that he went to the Bucks, but that like most of his value was coming from his situation, which changes. And so I love in Dynasty focusing on talent.
And let's be real, no one can burn you as bad as Rashad Penny did. So
oh my God. Well, that draft I had Royce Freeman, Rashad Penny, and Ronald Jones. Those are my 3 rookie picks.
It's a solid crew.
It's a solid crew. I've never been so mad in my life. All right, so I'm back on the clock. Who am I thinking here? I want to go flex position. I like Denzel Mims. I like Laviska Shenault. You know what? I think I'm going to go. Oh, I like Brian Edwards' value too. I'm going to go Mims.
All right. I like that. He has potential there.
Yeah.
Good situation for him, mostly maybe because they have no one else.
Right. I think, and again, it comes down to the talent. I think that he has a lot of talent.
I agree.
Okay, so you know what? I may just go ahead. Oh, did he go? No, he didn't. He should still be on the board. I think I'm just going to go Laviska Shenault. He fell back to the next round. I'm happy with that. A lot of rookie wide receivers. I don't love that.
Yeah.
But.
All right, back on the clock.
Last 2 rounds. This actually worked out timing-wise perfectly.
Yeah, it's actually good length. I don't know. I love it. I don't know. I might shore up tight end just in case. I like Hawkinson.
Oh, the fact that he's still on the board.
I'm surprised he's still.
That's crazy value.
It might have had to do with his ranking because I think he'd be way above now. Most of these guys.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. That is insane that why would he go below Higbee or Jared Cook in a dynasty?
Well, let's be real. Look at what computer team drafted Higbee. That's
Team 8. Team 8, you derp. Potato team. Derrick Henry, David Montgomery, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, Robert Woods. That team is just scooping up all the running backs. Josh went Chase Edmonds and then Mike Gesicki. I like the Gesicki pick too. Honestly, it's probably a similar situation as Hawkinson.
Yeah, agreed. Wow, last pick.
You know what? I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna. I almost gave you my pick. Woo! That was scary.
I like that this guy's still on the board. I don't know, maybe not as much Dynasty, but I feel like he's still decently young. I'm gonna go with Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, thank you, NBA. Yeah, it was super fun. We'll definitely do it again. He said, "Feel free to do a stream to analyze the Dynasty." Yeah, I like that idea. We'll just break it down. Maybe the beginning of tomorrow. We'll. I think Simon should be back, so we'll have him.
Unbiased opinion.
Yeah, that's why I see. Now it kind of looks like I did that Justin Herbert thing out of strategy, though. Let me scroll down so you can see this. You son of a gun! You stole my pick. Dallas Goedert was my pick.
It's a good pick.
Oh,
I saw him hanging down there, but I'd already picked Andrews.
I didn't think you'd go double tight end or triple tight end, I guess.
Tight end.
Oh, NBA. No. How old is Johnny Smith? He's 25. I'll go to Johnny Smith. It's fine. He's a consolation prize, I guess. All right, we did it.
It was fun.
That was fun. Let's see if I can.
Now I wish I could play with this team.
Yeah. Let's see. Get that out of the way. Oh, how do I get this thing? Just can't view the whole board at once.
I think you push isn't there draft board mode or something? Yeah, the button up top right. There's a little screen.
Okay. For some reason, it's not showing the whole thing. So yeah, you can see part of it. So pretty good draft. Which team do you like the most, Eric? Apart from your own, what's your
Apart
second
from
favorite
my
team?
own, let me take a quick look here. Let's see. Josh's team. I mean, I like, as I said, I like BSN McKinney's. I like his first few picks. I think they were strong. I don't know if I like the end of the draft quite as much. I guess, did he leave? Was he on?
Yeah, I think he's auto drafting.
So there, maybe he was a victim of that. I mean, I like your receivers a lot. I think you got good receivers. I think you got McCaffrey to anchor your running backs, so that helps.
Yeah,
you know.
the running back
That was maybe still a question mark, but like you got McCaffrey. So
yeah.
And then you look at, I mean, Josh's team. I mean, I like that he snagged Allen late. I mean, that's probably a late snag for him, I think. Good running backs, got Tyreek Hill, McLaurin. Like, I think those are Cooper. I think we touched on that, right? That's probably a little bit of a flyer. He could be top 5 reasonably. He could be, and he's still young.
Yeah, I like his.
Everyone has some good teams. NBA Riggs team looks good too. Just not the computer number 8 team. That's my least favorite team.
That is a terrible team. And I like the 90 Pines pick too by Josh. That's a good one.
So we got a question, JL. What does the taxi team mean on Dynasty benches from Sean?
Where do you see that?
The bottom of comments.
Okay. What does a taxi team mean on Dynasty? So a taxi, when you have a taxi squad, it's like a type of like a league that you can play called Devi, which basically means you can take incoming players from like college or players who are in college. You can draft them and you can have them on like a taxi squad that basically you can't put them in your lineup. It's almost like a trying to think. It's like practice squad essentially, where you have the players, no one else can get them, but you can't play them. As soon as you play them, they're in your active roster. They can't go back. And then there might actually be I don't actually play in any of these leagues, and so what I know is mostly from like the content and stuff that people put out about it, and just from being in this world. But like, I think you can have taxi teams maybe without the college aspect as well, and so you can have some of the incoming rookies be on taxi squads. But I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah, I've actually never heard about that in fantasy football, but I was just thinking of it from like I know like baseball does this where they'll have like a taxi squad where you can actually, your roster basically can expand for like one day. Like they did it through COVID, right? Where you could have a 26th man on your roster. It's very similar, I think, what you're describing. So they're like on the team, but not officially, kind of, and they can play. If like you said, in this case, if you play them, they're now on your roster.
It adds an element of with Dynasty, you have this element of like stashing players, players who maybe aren't good currently or aren't going to be relevant for a little while, but that you believe in. So, for instance, Lynn Bowden is a great example, right? Of like the beginning, pretty much up until this past week, you're not going to play Lynn Bowden Jr. at all, but if you believe in him and you want to have him, you don't want him like on the waivers so that anyone can pick them up, but not take up a bench spot, then that's where taxis come in, where it's like it's not taking up a bench spot, but it's specifically designated for players you're stashing. Good, really good question. Really good question. And then I'll look up. I think I know with Devi is what refers to like the college aspect of it, and so I think they're two separate things that like work together. People use that a lot, and then Devi is like that whole other aspect of like you can draft players who are in college now. So I could have Trevor Lawrence on my team. And then once he gets in the NFL, I can move him onto my roster. Yeah. Okay, so Josh says just came in, but a typical taxi squad is like redshirting a player in college. Before the season starts, you have to put him on the taxi squad. If he's moved from the taxi squad, he can't go back on. So yeah, thank you, Josh. Welcome back. Yeah, so he has 3 leagues with taxi squad. Yeah, and so they are two separate things. And Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they work in conjunction. So you can have Devi, like your Devi squad is essentially a taxi squad, but just the college aspect. But I could be wrong about that. Really good question though, Sean. Love that. Thank you, NBA. See ya. You're probably already gone, but all right. I think that's it. Good job, Eric.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Glad we got to talk a lot about Lamar and the Ravens too. Perfect show for me to come on.
I was like trying to fall asleep and I just kept giggling, thinking about it. That's gold. That really was like a Twitter. What did you call it? Just like
it was just one of those meme nights, It's just one of those like so many classic memes, and they get spread for like 24 hours, and there's always a better one.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for tuning in today. I think Simon will be back tomorrow. Josh should be back tomorrow with work, but we'll let you know. I think we're gonna play horse tomorrow. We usually play today, but since Josh had to leave, we improvised, and so we'll do week 14 horse tomorrow. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for hopping in and drafting with us. To all you who did. You can find me at FYF John Luke on Twitter. You can find Eric at the Eric Sauter, and our company accounts Front Yard FYF. Josh and Simon Josh is FYF Josh, Simon's FYF Simon, and please follow us on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. It helps out so much. It unlocks like a bunch of features that lets us do more and bring you guys more content. But yeah, thank you so much, and we will be back tomorrow. And I would be remiss if I didn't say
trading makes fantasy fun. And JL just dropped, so it's just me. Simon, I'm so sorry about the Browns. If you're watching this recording, I'm very sorry.
Woo! Trading makes fantasy fun. Wow, I hit the wrong button. Trading makes fantasy fun. There you go, Josh. I said it. You're welcome.
Don't worry. Once you cut out, I got it covered. And I also apologize to Simon about the Browns. So you can check that out in the recording.
All right. I will do.